That turned out terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's gnarly. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're just gonna check out the Photoshop beta. This is the first version of AI that they've released. So I've never used it before, and I just kind of want to see like if I can just lasso some stuff, replace some things like I've been seeing online. Maybe select subject, we're gonna invert that, and then play around a little bit with the backgrounds that we can get. So we're gonna just try and make a contrast from the original Scarlett Johansson picture that we have into something a little bit more different, unique, and maybe futuristic. All right, so here we are in the new Photoshop AI. This is just a beta right now. It's only gonna get better from here. What we can do, we can take lasso tools, we can go right to this bar that's gonna kind of support us in the generative fill. So if I select subject, I don't wanna remove her, but what I do wanna do is I wanna inverse this. And by doing that now, I can generative fill like a background or an environment that she's in, because it's just in black right now. So if I say old train station, I think that kind of fits based on what she's wearing. That usually takes about 10 seconds to generate, so we'll wait for that. And then from here, what's really cool is we get different options to play with. So it's not just gonna be like one background and you're stuck with that. So here we are, yeah, we do have one train station, two. These aren't bad. Let's go with this one here. If we don't like it, we can simply just generate again. Here we are with the three new options. I'm kind of liking them. That light leak is cool on that one. That looks pretty run down. It kind of looks like she's just pasted in here, but let's go with this one because I like the shadows and highlights on that beam. But what if we say, okay, now this kind of matches with the attire, the camera she's using, and then the environment. What if we just want to have a huge contrast? Tokyo, downtown Tokyo, we'll say. Based on what she's wearing and kind of like the era of clothing, this might be like a stark contrast based on, you know, an old-timey train station. Okay. So I'm kind of liking this kind of Shinjuku vibes on this one, and a lot of bokeh background blur, so I like this personally. But now we need to match her attire. What if we want to match her attire to the scene? So you simply take the lasso tool. You don't have to be too precise in this, which is what I love. Boom. And then generative fill, we can say Japanese, traditional Japanese attire. Okay, so here we are, and we have Scarlett Johansson wearing a little bit more traditional clothing. I don't mind that one. And why don't we do a few more things? If we take her lipstick, it's red. Let's see if we can make it generative fill pink lipstick. See if we can recognize that. Okay, that turned out terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's gnarly. It doesn't look realistic at all. Let's go back to, that's kind of scaring me. Let's go back to just this. And why don't we try the hair instead, because that was terrible what it just did to her lips. So we'll go like this. Okay, now we'll try hair. How about just pink hair? Okay, this is also scary looking, kind of like doodly, strandy, looks like a wig. Just awful. I guess that one's kind of the best that I could come up with. What should we do? Last thing, we'll put some sunnies on her. So let's see if I can just kind of like shape. Oh, and maybe futuristic sunglasses or something. Futuristic sunglasses. That kind of put some kind of trippy effect over her eyes, like not sunglasses. That's trippy for sure. Anyways, so as a first look, what do I think of it? I think professionally, there are certain cases right now that I could use it, just like changing backgrounds potentially. It does a pretty good job with lighting and then giving you multiple options there. I would use it professionally for like removing objects. Like honestly, I suck at Photoshop, so this makes things a little bit easier. However, that being said, you saw what happened with the lips, you saw what happened with the hair. I do think this needs to like work out some kinks. You just look at Mid-Journey, like text to image generation and where that's come. I think they're at version 5 now. It's gonna be leaps and bounds in a hurry. So I think this AI does have some merit, and it's just gonna make things like Photoshop a whole lot easier for beginners to get into. So I guess that's what I like about it. And yeah, that's pretty much the video I wanted to make today, just show you a first look at it. If you haven't had a chance to try it yet, I rarely use Photoshop, but it was part of my photography plan, so I thought, why not check it out and see what it's all about. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Matty out. Peace.